The blackberry, the forager's friend. Easy to identify with very few imitators. As a child growing up around nature, to this day some of my fondest memories were going out into the countryside to pick the ripening blackberries. And that was the initial premise for this adventure, to chart the ripening and picking of these dark, juicy treats. However, it quickly became apparent that the nostalgic motivations driving my want to blackberry hunt uncovered a real rabbit warren of amazingness that I didn't quite expect. From the notion that this humblest of countryside berry, oft found hiding in the hedgerow or clustered in sudden abundance amongst near every area of the countryside, has been proven to be consumed by humans for at least 2,500 years. So when we took the first steps on this adventure, which went on over the course of many weeks and at many locations, we weren't aware just what the notion of the blackberry forage was going to uncover. Hello, it is Kev and crew on another adventure, and today we are blackberry hunting. So as you can see, there's blackberry bushes and brambles all around here. There's a few up here late, so we're finding the early ripe fruits. Cheers dude, if you open the pot, Leighton's got the pot for us. Chuck those in, you grab that one and then carry on down towards the river. So we're heading down towards the river. It's our first location. There's loads of different varieties of blackberry. It's an iconic fruit. The Welsh countryside, the British child growing up, that would quite often venture, like I did, fill their belly with the delicious juices of blackberries. And then as you get to an adult, it becomes a chance to reminisce, teach the kids the little tricks of the trade. Tricks of the trade, where to go, the hot locations, and this is one of the early pickings we're doing. So we're grabbing the first ripe fruits. Oh, we found some mushrooms as well. Cool. I'm gonna cut there because we're gonna have a little look at these mushrooms. Mad bonkers sunshine. Boys are getting a hell of a haul of blackberries now. There's a little man waiting very patiently for his egg chicken concoction. Leo, sit. So he's gonna have his dinner. We're gonna have a few blackberries. The rule was 4 in the pot, 1 in the belly. I don't know if we've religiously stuck to that, but let's get this man fed. He's hungry. next location. As you can see, these are a couple of weeks away from being ready, but there's a good haul waiting to be had here. So we shall come back here at a later date for another pillage, but onwards to our backup location. And it was about that time, towards the end of the first day as we hunted for our next spot, I realised the abundance of flowering foliage all around us. I began to muse as I walked about the role that the pollinator insect plays in the blackberry ripening. And it was that innocent thought that later that day meant I started to delve. Before I knew it, I'd found myself reading research into the blackberry above and beyond what I could have imagined, from the benefits to us, but also the benefits to the wider ecosystem. And that too was where the video deviated. Whilst adventuring and spending time in the countryside was still the core makeup, the blackberry hunt, the forage, I wanted to include some of the information that I'd found and I'd uncovered, because as we found out this information, and over the weeks as we continued our adventures, we too became more and more enamoured with the blackberry. It wasn't just a fruit, it was absolutely fascinating. Recent research points towards the blackberry quite literally transcending from forager's treat to absolute superfood. A study published in 2020 within the Journal of Food Bioactives quotes, "Blackberry consumption can lead to positive health outcomes. In human cross-sectional and longitudinal studies, fresh berry consumption has been associated with better long-term insulin resistance, cognitive function, bone density, and cardiovascular function." A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that the blackberry is the food with the highest antioxidant contents per serving, above walnuts, blueberries, and red cabbage. And that was the end of this part of the adventure. Most of the filming took place around middle of August, some 2 weeks after our first pickings along the riverbanks.
The boundaries to the orchard was a prime location where we found an abundance, but we also found many in other areas as well. Lots of these were ones we came across during our regular walks through the countryside, where you see the early indications of a patch forming where the brambles are stretching forth, those white-pink flowers we've come to know and love. The blackberry is packed full of all kinds of goodness, but is especially high in quantities of vitamin C, K and E, and the seeds themselves contained oil rich in omega-3 and omega-6. The plants are an important part of the ecology of our countryside. Pollinators thrive on the flowers, which are usually pink or white, and then go on to play a vital role in fertilizing ovules with male gamete, and thus the flower develops into fruits. But the plant is an aggressive grower, sending runners in the soil in all directions, thus can be labelled an invasive species, or even a weed by some. But of course, the blackberry offers more to the wider ecosystem. The leaves are fantastic for caterpillars and grazing animals such as deer, and the more mature berries are eaten and dispersed by birds and mammals, some small and some big, like a bear.
It's fresh-faced Kev on another adventure. So it's just me and Leo. The boys are at a school club at the moment, and we're going to check on some of the little blackberry bushes that we've been observing, see how they're coming along. It's crazy at the moment. I mean, this is a prime example. They're just everywhere, man. It's brilliant. It's what a summer for the blackberry. Really, just everywhere. So we're going to go check on, like I said, on our patch. We're going to go for a walk over to the field, go through the orchard, down across towards the river, and we'll see exactly how our special patch we've been waiting on is coming. I reckon they're going to be about ready now. We shall have a little look. We are the hidden patch, and as you can see, it's in abundance and they are starting to get there. I think I could probably pick some today, but I'm going to wait for the boys to be a part of this. They've come and checked with me 90% of the time, and I still think we're a few days from being absolutely ready. But as you can see from this little cluster here, it's going to be a real great patch. It goes on and on and on and on and on, and it goes further back there, probably 20 or 30 feet. As you can see, it goes right the way back, and we're going to get in there deep. We're going to get a couple of bucket loads, a couple of tubs. We'll share them about. But as you can see, they're almost there. A couple of days away. It's been brilliant. You can see there's still some blossoming. You can see. Just missed a butterfly there that was landing, just to show you the amount of wildlife that these things bring to the area as well. But yep, couple more days and we're going to be down here with the final forage to end the video on a high. We've come back to the location, and as you can see, timing is perfect. There is an abundance of beautiful blackberries that the boys are now picking, and we're going to work our way through this and fill up our pot. But yeah, really good. It'll probably be a week or two's worth of picking here, to be honest. There's still a load that are getting close to ready, and there's loads that are, oh yeah, some cool bugs as well. What even was that? He's
still
gone.
There.
Is he actually? Where did he go?
He's gone behind it.
Oh, he's behind it. But yeah, insects getting their fill as well. But yep, we're gonna pick now from this location and fill our pot. Make a crumble.
And with a belly full of crumble, a KDM video adventure which ebbed towards something a little different was completed. Personally, I enjoyed every step. every berry picked, every single moment with my family and every single moment in the countryside. But I also got great joy from researching the Blackberry, and I'm glad I added some of that into the video. What you're seeing here is video edit attempt number 2. Unfortunately, having spent several days at the PC editing the initial footage, I sat down one night to finish the final few pieces to find a corrupt file save, and it meant I had to restart the video from scratch. So the delay from the last video to this was quite large. I do apologise on that. They'll be a bit more consistent now. It did give myself and Leo a chance to squeeze another adventure in, which we did in late September. We'll tag that onto the end of this video. Our first picks along the riverbank was late July, and all through August we had regular hauls. And as you can see, even into September there was an abundance of ripe and delicious berries. But be warned, if you pick a blackberry after old Michaelmas Day, folklore has it that the devil has made them unfit to eat by stepping, spitting and fouling on them.
Got to show you this, it's beautiful. So me and Leo, in the absolute middle of the Welsh countryside, on our little adventure. He's loving life. Come across this tree, as you can see, it's fallen. Something down the line, looks like it's been struck by lightning or something down the middle there. Look, smack, you know, sheared, clean in half. But it's growing, new shoots. It's got new branches, it's even got fruits on it. That's mad. Look at that. And then there's some sort of trig point rock just around the corner here as well. So obviously this is a great bit of the world. And then there's a Leo. Just adventuring and loving life. All the scents and smells and exciting things that dogs enjoy.